Chill. All right, we live. We live on YouTube. Back from Nigeria. So I'm gonna set it up so I can go live here on Facebook as well, so we can talk about it. Back from the motherland, family. All right, live. I never went live on my new Facebook, so let me see. Oh, word, you back? What's good with you, Tariq? What's good, fam? Yeah, I had to go live, man. I had to go live for the one time. Talk about it. Alafiani. Let me see. I never went live on here. Switch microphone on. How do I do that? Oh, Vanny. Appreciate you, Precious. Appreciate you. Oh, Orilone shit. Yeah, today's class was dope, yo. Today's class was definitely dope. I had the Chief kicking a lot of game on there. You know what I mean? I had the Chief kicking a lot of game. And y'all ended up in an Ajit ceremony. Everybody who was in the class, y'all ended up in the Ajit ceremony. So I hope y'all got y'all prayers in. I hope y'all got y'all prayers in. Because that was live. Y'all seen them elders that was in the building? Kiki Lola said, I look so young. I look young. I look younger with my haircut. Hold up. Let me see. All right, Vanny. All right, so I'm going live on Facebook too. All right, I'm live on Facebook. Yeah, no doubt. Y'all know I was gonna make it back safely. Yeah, I'm back in it. I'm back in it, y'all. Triple Crown. Oh shit, that boy live. Lafiani. Yeah, I just popped up on him. I just popped up. Let me see. You know what? People have been saying that in Kosi. People have been saying my aura seems brighter since I got back. People have been saying that. No doubt. People have definitely been saying that. So I mean, they say when you after you initiate, there's something called a initiation glow, like a new initiation glow, they say. Yeah. You know, Elder Bar. You feel me? You feel me? Champagne. Elder Bar said, do a call said Elder Bar's looking at, you know what I'm saying? Champagne. Khalees, I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Yeah, they say the we can see the Orishas inside you. Yeah, for sure. When you initiate, they say there's a glow that happens on the person who initiates. Is they call it like a new initiation glow or something like that. You feel me? But that's because initiation is a rebirth. An initiation is a rebirth. So when you look at a newborn baby, is like a glow on a baby. You know what I'm saying? So if they do your initiation right, there's a glow on you. Yeah, saw it in the pics. And Kosi said they saw it in the initiation pics. Man, I got a lot of initiation pics. Some stuff I didn't post. It's some stuff that I have footage from initiation that I didn't post. Not because I can't post it, it's a lot for social media. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot for social media. So it's a lot of stuff that I did not post. I'll just keep it to myself because I mess around and get shadow banned or something. You know what I mean? Y'all know how they be doing us. Everybody that comes on here and puts authentic type of information, the shadow ban be in effect. You know? Yeah, Quita, I'm in the building. I feel refreshed too. Yeah. Some people, so what Orilonisha is saying, so he says, some people I won't name, eyes been looking like they've been in a constant state of shock for months after initiation, no good. Some people, they be having botched initiations. You know what I mean? Their initiations get botched. And that's why I be on y'all about who you be going through to get services done, to get rites of passages done, to get initiations done, because people be getting botched initiations. And that's a real thing. That's a real thing, family. You can get botched like a BBL. How you can get a BBL botched, you can get a botched initiation. Facts. The same way. The same way. You know what a botched initiation is? When you have people who are semi-real practitioners that actually can do certain things, and it just, the surgery don't go right. They done botched it. It's a botched initiation. Precious laughing. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Yo, what's good, Jawan? I'm glad you tuned in. That whole experience was crazy. But yeah, man, some people get botched initiations. It's like a botched BBL. You know what I'm saying? They need to be walking around lopsided. You feel me? Looking crazy. It happens. That's why you gotta go through the right protocols, the right people. But to be fair, an initiation in itself is like a surgery. It's a spiritual surgery. So they're going inside of you spiritually, opening things up, opening your ori, putting things inside of it. You understand? So any surgery can go wrong. That's just real. Even if you had a good surgeon, even if you had a good surgeon, some surgeries just don't go right. You know what I'm saying? Some surgeries just don't go right. Luna said botched initiation is bonkers. It's real. I know no exaggeration. Off the top, I know about 3 spiritualists that got botched. They got botched. What Cardi B said? What she said? They take my pic to the doc. Like, give me this shit that she got coming out chippity chop. Is did Cardi say that? Cardi said what? They take my pic to the doc. Give me this shit that she got coming out chippity chop. People be coming out chippity chop. Kelly said, "That's not funny, but I'm on Eshu still, so it's not funny, but it's just funny. But it's not funny. It's not funny. If you ever got a botched job, you gotta try to correct it. It's not funny, but you know me, everything is funny to me." So D Whoop said, is it a good idea to learn the Yoruba language before getting initiated into Isheshe in Nigeria? So on that, it's good to learn basics of the language. Today, most people that you go through have somebody on a compound that does speak English. You know what I'm saying? So they do have people that speak English on the compound a lot of times, but every temple is different. So I can't speak for whoever you try to initiate through. Now, in my case, my people speak very good English. A lot of them went to college. A few of them that's in, that lineage in that temple, they went to college formally, so they speak real good English. But in general, you're gonna learn Yoruba in the journey. Like, there's no way around it. You know what I'm saying? Because you saying prayers, you learning orikis, you learning certain songs, and you gotta know what you singing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what you singing. Sacred Cycle says, I was just happy to watch your journey. I love the discipline. Oh, I appreciate you. I'm happy I got to share it with everybody. Ori Loni should say, Akanji speaks several language fluently. Yeah, Chief, he speak a lot of language. I done heard Chief speak Spanish. Like, because he do a lot of overseas business. Me, I speak Spanish. I speak English. And I can, when I'm in Nigeria, I can say a little something. Now, when I'm in ceremony, I can say a lot of something. Because, you know what I'm saying? And know what it is I'm saying. But Ifa, this is another thing on that. Ifa is its own language. Ifa is its own language. Understand what I'm telling you. Ifa is its own language. Ifa is its own language. So with Ifa, yes, you can say Yoruba is the base language. But even within Ifa, Ifa itself has a whole language system embedded in it that even some people who know Yoruba fluently, when they come across certain words in Ifa, they don't really know how it translates. You understand? So yeah. Daniels, I can't get into that one, the science of it. I can't get into the science of that. So with Yoruba, once you get into Ifa, yes, there will be certain things that get spoken of where even somebody who knows the language fluently may not know this word or that word within the context of Ifa. Furthermore, the Orishas speak their own language. The Orishas themselves speak their own language. I'm going to say it again. The Orishas speak their own language. Like, you talk when you pray to them and you going through orikis and you're going through certain chants and stuff. Yeah, you will say it in Yoruba for the formality of it, so that because those words carry a vibration. So when you speak to the Orisha in Yoruba, the way that the words vibrate, it moves the spirit a certain way. You understand? The way that the words vibrate, it moves the spirit a certain way. But just know, when the Orisha talks back to you, the Orisha is not talking in a language that you know. The Orisha is talking in a language that you have to be taught. That because the language that the Orisha is talking back to you, it's not a language that man speaks. You feel me? And this is why once you go through the formalities of opening prayers and saying Mojubat Ibas and things like that, you can talk to the Orisha in your native tongue, whether that be English, whether that be Spanish, and the Orisha will understand it when you're communicating to the Orisha. But when the Orisha is time to talk back to you, the Orishas have their own language. Facts. That's a fact. Rod, yeah. So wait, so Yai says, do I have classes? I'm gonna say this. I do have a group of students that I'm teaching, and I'm teaching them through the lineage of Ota. I really had that kind of closed, but if people want to get in on those lessons, if you're serious, you can inbox me or you can email me. But if you're not serious, don't inbox me, don't message me, because why? Really, I closed the door on it. I didn't even publicize that I was doing it. You feel me? Aboya Aboshi Share Queen. Yeah. So basically, to get into like that whole class thing, I only put stuff in my stories on social media. I messaged people personally that I know that wanted to learn, and I put it in my my YouTube community tab one time. But if you want to learn and you want to learn it traditionally, you want to learn it the way that they do it in Ota, which is the land of the Iyami. Okay, you can message me or you can email me, and then I'll put you in the class. All right, and then I'll send you whatever you need to catch up. But just know that's not something that I'm promoting. Billboard Benny says, thank you for those lessons. They are beautiful, my brother. You are much appreciated. No doubt, fam. See, Billboard Benny in them classes. Billboard Benny in them classes. The class is free. Tariq Lopez says, how much would it cost? I did it free. That's why I didn't promote it to nobody. I just did the class free because I'm just tired of the scamming that go on in the community. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to make the class free. So whoever is drawn to it, they just going to come and learn. That's it. That's how I rocked out, y'all. Y'all know me. I'm true to the culture. And I've gotten a lot of hate for being true to the culture too. And I've been outcasted for being true to the culture. That's real. So Whiskey Film said that lady spit at you and you went out like a light. Yeah, so Whiskey, you talking about when I got possessed in a video where my Iya spit liquor on the back of my neck, and I went into a trance and I got possessed because when she spit the liquor on me, it activated Eshu. So once she spit that on me, Eshu activated in me, boom, and then I came under trance and I just lost, you know what I'm saying, control. That's why I fell. So Rod, you said, was I able to understand the Orishas that spoke to me? Yes, because you learn how to interpret what the Orishas are saying. But even outside of that, when you initiate and Orishas do certain things and they jump inside of you and you go through possessions and stuff like that, you're going to know exactly, it's going to hit like a feeling. You feel me? So there's one way that's a formal way how Orishas talk to you, and then there's another way that it just hits you like a feeling. The formal way is taught, but the feeling is felt, like you know what they say. Peace and blessings to you too, 120. Alafia Ni. Cardio is in the class too. So I got some students on here that's in the class. Yeah, yo, y'all hit the thumbs up. Javi said, we love you, King Brujo. You look younger, swear to God. Word. Y'all gotta think. The Orishas that I initiated, I did Orunmila, so I did Itefa. But then I initiated Eshu and I initiated Oshun. I initiated Eshu and I initiated Oshun. So Black Widow Rose says, hello, King Brujo. I'm so excited to hear about and be following your journey. No doubt, man. I'm glad I could share it with y'all all. You know, it was definitely a crazy experience. It was definitely a crazy Machiavelli. Salute to you too. Whiskey, I can't get into that part of the ceremony. Like, y'all seen what y'all seen, but I can't get into that. Yeah, it's hard to guess a Omo Eshu's age. Cause I can look old and then I can look young. I I can look old and then I can look young. So D Whoop, the phone consultation. So you said, do I offer phone consultations? Okay. Traditionally, I did offer consultations through readings, but I'm changing the way that I accept bookings. If you want to learn about Ifa, just email me and get in the class. If you want things that involve spiritual work, that's a different thing. Because I'm changing the way I do it. I'm putting my email in the chat for YouTube. If you on my Facebook listening, y'all already know. Hit the inbox. So boom, it's on the screen. So we kind of heavy in here on YouTube. Black Widow, the class is free. I did it for free. That's my give back to the community. So Karen, Itefa is 7 days. Aboya Boshishe. What was I saying? So yeah, I did the class for free, y'all. I run the class on Sundays. If anybody that's in the class misses a class, I send a replay on a private link. So I typically run the class on like Sunday around noon. Sometimes it can be on a Saturday around the same time. That's kind of how I do it. And I bring elders from Ota sometimes to speak. Like today I had Chief on there speaking to everybody and breaking it down. But yeah, Omo Eshu, you can't always know the age of Omo Eshu. Sometimes I'm young, sometimes I'm old looking. You know what I mean? So Rod says, how long before you start leading pilgrimage to Ota? So about that, Rod is saying, how long until I start to lead pilgrimages for people to come to Ota? Right now, I got put as a bridge between Ota and the United States. All right. So as of right now, I am the bridge between the diaspora in Ota, and this is given to me by the king of Ota. So the king of Ota is the one who basically put me in that position to say, you know what, you can be the one who can bring people into Ota from the States. So Tamisha, you in the class, so you already know it was some real gems that got dropped in that class today. Black Widow says, I would love to learn what exactly is a head Orisha, because I know nothing about Ifa. So your head Orisha is the Orisha that chose to accompany you from heaven onto earth. And that's what your head Orisha is. So often, either you would take on a lot of that Orisha's characteristics, or you need that or you need that Orisha's characteristics in order to move forward. So Yai says, how does the beads work? Or that's, I mean, what you mean, Ilekes? Like Ileke beads is just a connection to the Orishas that you may have or that you may have initiated to. That's really what Ilekes are. You know what I'm saying? So these beads, these Ilekes, is from Orunmila. But then there's other things like this bangle. It comes from Oshun initiation, right? Then I have a bracelet, an anklet on my ankle for Oshun initiation. So Gusto, you figure out your head Orisha through Orunmila. Orunmila is who lets you know who your head Orisha. You have to go to a Babalawo. So what question is there? The Oba says, what about the reparations from Yoruba land? What about it? Y'all talking about a family feud. It wasn't just when you talk about Africa, Africa have so many tribal politics. So you had people right next door in Igbo land that was grabbing prisoners from this land or that land. You had Yoruba people that were at war with Daomi people. You had a lot of stuff going on. So when you say they sold you here, which ones? Because Yoruba people is not even a monolith. There's different sectors of Yoruba people. You feel me? So you even had Oyo people that were at odds with other people from Yoruba land. Yoruba people are not a monolith. That's why when you go to Yoruba land, what you will see is that they even speak different dialects of Yoruba. They don't even speak the same dialect. So what are you talking about? And furthermore, when you get deeper into the tribal politics, you're going to also find out other tribes that were neighboring that were at odds as well. So, like I said, that's a family affair. That's like you fighting with your brothers, you fighting with your cousins, you fighting with your uncles fighting with your mother. You feel me? It's a family affair. Everybody was fucking up because everybody had infighting. So you can't really trace who sold this person or who sold that person. Y'all gotta research, man, before y'all say crazy stuff on the post. Who else? So with readings are not free. The knowledge is free. The knowledge is free. When you want to get into work and using people's energy, you got to compensate them. You know what I'm saying? Because the sacrifices that come behind that. So yeah, cardio understand this facts. So Oba says, and they never sent a ship to reclaim us, so I got Lukumi, not Club Shay. Listen, you not understanding that even the politics that went down at that time because you wasn't alive at that time. You feel what I'm saying? That's like kids getting in grown people's business that they wasn't alive at the time to understand the politic that took place. Everybody in Yoruba land wasn't against everybody in Yoruba land. Like, for instance, let me educate people who don't know. In Oshun State, there's a cove of Oshun, right? In that cove of Oshun is where people fled from getting captured from rival tribes. And guess who shielded them? Oshun. That's why that place is so sacred. You understand? That's why that place is so sacred. So the cove of Oshun is where people went to get away from getting captured. That's one of the places. And that's in Nigeria. That's in Oshun State. You feel me? So are you beefing with Oshun State? Like, bro, you can't. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the knowledge is free, but the grind comes separate, right? Let me see. Yeah, some people, or Loney Shed said he's seen a man in Dallas with Elekes and he greeted him and didn't even know what to say. That's happening too. Yeah. Right. So this is what is it? The irony, most black Americans have the blood of the enslaved African, and the African that sold other Africans is more complex than folks think. Hey, that's why I say it's a family affair. That's it. Yeah, that's another thing, Rod. If it wasn't for Isese, Lukumi wouldn't even exist. So what are we talking about? Club Sheshe or Lukumi? That's just weird. It's weird. Anybody will tell you that. No Isese, no Lukumi. Sorry. And my great grandmother was a priestess in Lukumi. My grandma Uka. I don't even know how to give wrenches out on here, y'all. I don't even know how to give wrenches out on here because I'm on StreamYard. I'm on StreamYard. See, I'm old now. Anyway. Well, look, all I know is my great grandmom led me into Isese, and she was Lukumi. So there's that. Let me see. So Playmaker says, can you talk about your experiences shopping in the marketplaces and some of the stuff you saw in the markets, food you ate? I'm gonna keep it real. Food wise, I got strict taboos, so I can't really eat a lot of stuff. But some of the stuff I seen in the market, I mean, I seen a lot of stuff. I seen cat heads. Wait, what type of market you talking about? Because I've been to different markets. I went to different markets. So which market y'all talking about? So peace to you, Shakti. Oh, just the normal market. All right, because I didn't went to which markets. I didn't went to all type of markets. So I had to, I had to clarify. Like, wait, which market? Yeah, Rod. There's different type of markets. You got witch markets, then you got regular markets. They got, you know what I mean? That's why when they asked the question, I'm like, wait, I see cat heads. Then I had to catch myself. Like, hold up, what type of market you talking about? um. Yeah, so you just said the normal market. All right, bet. They don't need to know about the juju stands. You feel me? So I'm gonna talk about what I've seen in them markets. But Sheree said, yeah, thank you to whomever got rid of the troll. I exiled that person. Cause don't come on here trolling Lukumi Isese stuff, bro. We're not even gonna get into it. Cause that just means you just not educated to know what's going on. The same people that be talking that, they be having stuff going on right in their families with their uncles doing weird shit to their nieces and nephews, but the motherfucker ain't kicked out the family. So how we applying that to a whole millions of people that was in tribal wars that you can't trace it back and trace it here? Can you get the fucking weirdo out your own family first? God damn. Is it real or not? Oh, Dina, appreciate you. Dina said, greetings and gratitude, King Brujo Esuwale Adigun. Welcome back. Yeah, man, I'm back in effect. Okay. So you said what I've seen in the regular markets. I mean, the regular market is really, I don't know if y'all ever been to a discount mall. Y'all ever been to like a discount mart? They got them in the South, like Atlanta. They got them in New York too. It's like you can go Have anybody been to Canal Street in New York, or like a strip where they just selling stuff outside, or a flea market? Has anybody been to a flea market? That's kind of like what the markets are like in Nigeria. So basically, it's a lot of like, yeah, it's a lot of like people that are selling random stuff. It just be random stuff like Crocs next to like traditional wear. Then next to them, it's like, I don't know, Louis Vuitton. I don't know how they got it because Europe is not so far. So, hey, they be getting stuff in. It's just a mix. You feel me? You don't know. Like when you go to the market, that's kind of is like, that's what it's like. You don't really know what you're going to get out the market. My hair looks healthy. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad because my hair, they done got me right. I got right. I got right on them. ShopRite. I didn't go to ShopRite out there. I was in the trenches. I wasn't trying to go to no ShopRite, and I was trying to be where the people was at. Random stuff. Yeah, it just be random stuff in there. It be random stuff like, but you can get some fly stuff out the market. I ain't gonna lie. Appreciate you, Alicia. Yeah, you can get some fly stuff out the market for sure. You can get some fly stuff out the market. Like, just it's like a treasure hunting. You know what I'm saying? It's like treasure hunting. Or Lonisha said, I pray you can come along for my Itefa. I want to continue the journey with the people I started with. That would be a beautiful thing. I mean, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Isaac says, if I know anything about Palo Mayombe, I don't practice Palo. I know Paleros, but I don't know enough to teach people. So I don't speak on it because it's not my tradition. You know, I know a little something. So Alicia said, I really like the video with the lizards. Yo, them lizards is crazy. Them lizards in Nigeria. I put a short up. You know what I'm saying? I put a short up. These lizards, they look like the lizards that was on holes. The ones that was the Stanley Yelnats. They look just like them. Big as hell. So Ross says women run the market. In Ota, women run everything because it's Ota. Ota is the land of the Iyami. Ota is the origin of Iyami. So the first kings of Ota were women. So Wiz K says the Orisha looking out Nigeria's poverty. No, this is how I know people don't travel. In Nigeria, the people who practice Isese have everything they need. It's the people that are Christians and Muslims that suffering the most. They the ones that don't have land. They the ones who's messed up in the game. The people who is connected to temples and stuff like that are doing just fine. The Babalawus are rock stars in Nigeria. The Olorishas are rock stars in Nigeria. You dig? The people who's up and coming training in Nigeria, youngins want to become Babalawus. The way how in America, youngins want to be rappers and shit. In Nigeria, they want to grow up and be Babalawus. Fuck is you talking about? You don't know shit what you talking about, gang. You might as well take that shit back to where the fuck you came from. Because it sounds like a colonizer. Yeah. In Nigeria, the Babalawus is the stars. So I don't know what all that is. And everybody connected to them be eating. So it's like that. Yeah, it's different. It's a different world. Don't get it twisted. You got to remember, 50% of Africa is Muslim, 50% is Christian for the most part. The number is bordering 50%. So the little traditionalists in between, when you practice traditional religion, guess what comes with that? Having your own land, having your own animals that's growing on that land, having your own herbs that's growing on that land. So what do you need? So what are you hurting for? You dig what I'm saying? You got what you need. Yeah. Or Lorna said, like you said, I don't know too many broke authentic Babars or Iyas. Me either. Me either. Bonita says, welcome back. Your videos were so powerful and inspirational. I'm glad that you could be inspired. I'm glad that it inspired you. And I hope that, you know, it inspires you to further your journey. As you see, Eshu is within me. Eshu is strong in my heart. Inkosi says, can you share something supernatural that happened to you during initiation? I mean, a whole lot of stuff, man. A whole lot of stuff. You know, I got possessed a lot of times that you didn't see on camera. You know? Yeah, like I couldn't put certain things, one is not even filmed, but other things like I couldn't even put on camera. New Occult says, I was homeless before my first Itefa. I had a home in a month. What poverty? That's what I'm saying. People just be saying shit, man. So now to go back into that about the supernatural. There's a lot of supernatural things that happen in Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of supernatural things that happened. The first Orisha that possessed me was Oshun. Oshun was the first Orisha that came down and mounted me. But that footage is not on video. And not even people at the temple could see it. So only a select few people were allowed to even be in the area where it took place. Even people that were Babalaus couldn't be back there. So only certain people were able to go back there with me. That was the first Orisha that came down and possessed me. It was Oshun. You know. But there's a lot of supernatural things that happen when you go, especially to Ota. That's the land of Yami. You know what I'm saying? But it was a beautiful thing. None of my Oshun possessions are on camera. Only Eshu. Only Eshu. So yeah. Playmaker said, Owo, Ajay. You feel me? He said, me either. Here in Atlanta, the many that move here had money beforehand, right? The Babalawus that moved here from Nigeria, they already had money. He said, now let Esuwale Adigun educate us on his journey. You feel me? So, Isaac, I didn't go to Benin. I had to, because Isaac says, have you visited Benin? I had the opportunity to visit Benin, but I couldn't go. I couldn't go because I lost like a day or two because I got sick. I ate food that had taboo in it, and I didn't realize it had taboo in the food, and I got sick. So that was the days that I could have went to Benin. You know, that's really it. But it's like that at times. And honestly, when you first get taboos, I think that it gets put in a way where it gets put in front of you so that when you do that taboo, you feel the burn a little bit of taboo and know like it's real and don't ever violate it. Real talk. Like whatever you do, don't violate taboo. That's the motto. Whatever you do, don't violate taboo. People say my hair grew back fast because it's Big Poppy in here. You feel me? Champagne. You heard? I'm Boricua. My hair grow back fast. But listen, whatever you do, don't violate taboo. Because why? When you violate taboo, you will feel the burn of taboo. You don't have to wait to go to hell to experience hellfire. All you got to do is violate them taboos, and you will understand what hellfire feels. Trust me and believe me when I tell you, don't violate taboo. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Shanice said, I loved watching your journey. It was amazing. Yeah, it was definitely, I had to do it, y'all. I had to show y'all what it was like. You feel me? Now, so Orilone shit said, hold up. Esoteric Soul says, you look good. I'm happy for you. I appreciate you. Yeah. Aboshishe. Yeah, man, it's good. Orisa renews and restores. Let me see. Who's sugary sweet? What are you talking about? Somebody said, is he sugary sweet or not? Who is sugary sweet? Please tell me in the chat. Marfro, I know I need a rant. I'm just getting back. I don't even know how to put the, you feel me? So Orilone shit says one of my taboos is arguing and fighting, and people always do shit that make me want to curse their ass out. It's a test. Yeah, because that's how Ifa works. If you have a taboo that says don't fight, it means don't fight, Orilone shit. Even if somebody come to you and say whatever that they say out their mouth, if I said don't fight, just don't fight. You feel me? It's just not in your destiny to be fighting people. Just let that shit go. Yeah, every person has different taboos, Shanice. So somebody said JB Miles says, I'm sweet. Bro, I got 2 wives. What are you talking about, gang? See, this is what I be, family, this is what I be talking about. It be people like this talking about who is sweet. You talking to the man with 2 wives. What are you talking about? I'm a child of Oshun and I'm a Oshun priest. You find out your taboos. You find out your taboos through initiatory rites. So Billboard Benny said, how do you find out your taboos? Through initiatory rites, truly. Cardio, you feel me? Boricua, you know? My family's from Aguadilla. Hold up. Let me banish his ass. Banished him. Out of here, man. You banished. I banished you like I did Nature Boy back in the day. I banished you like I did Nature Boy back in the day. But yeah, each person has different taboos, y'all. Each person have different taboos because everybody have their own destiny. Somebody might have a taboo. Yeah, I mean, y'all funny as hell in the chat, boy. Y'all funny. Y'all gotta know, like, I'm an Eshu priest, so I'm gonna come on here and say what I want to say. I did not initiate into Obatala. I initiated into Eshu. I initiated into Oshun or And Ifa didn't give me a taboo that says don't fight. I was brought here to keep it a thou wow. I'll banish you to the ethers on phone. I'll banish you to the ethers. Look, Young Rod, crack it up. Yo, y'all crazy on YouTube. For real, Billboard Betty, you get the nature boy treatment. You banished out of here. Is you crazy? Yeah, we gotta keep it real. It gotta be people that keeps it real. But yeah, each person have different taboos, and the reason for that. So somebody say he got banished to the core field. Yo, y'all is crazy. Shadow realm. Shadow realm. But the reason why each person have different taboos is everybody have their own individual destiny. It's some people that have taboos that they're not allowed to smoke. But then there's other people, they don't have no taboo on smoking. So they might smoke like a chimney. They might be a chain smoker. But smoking ain't going to get in the way of their destiny so they can smoke. Some people got taboos where they can't drink. But that don't have nothing to do with the next person's taboo. You dig? That don't have nothing to do with the next person's taboos. Everybody's taboos is different in life because everybody have a different path that they walk in. You feel me? So it's not like it's not like other religions that just give you a blanket book or like a set of commandments. Like nah, like every Odu have its own rules and regulations. Every Odu is like its own book, like its own Bible. So there's 256 Odus in Ifa. Every Odu is like its own Bible. Think about that. Every Odu have its own rules and regulations. And then when you add in people's head Orishas and things like that, it get even deeper because now you have to factor that into the destiny of the person as well. Yeah, Isese is not a monolith. So Freddie, come on, man, Oriloni shit. If your taboo says don't fight, that means don't box, cause that's fighting. Now, when you initiate, you will get a whole nother Odu. So that will overtake. So if the new Odu don't say nothing about fighting, hey, go box whoever, go beat them up. So Freddie JTV said, when can you start doing readings? I might start doing, because you got to remember my base is the base how I came in was spiritismo stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm good at that. That's Ifa says that I should use all my spiritual gifts. You know, that's what Ifa tells me personally. I should use all my spiritual gifts. So, you know, I may come on and do live readings for people. Again. Yeah, Isese is not a monolith. So Isaac says, can somebody have a taboo basically to be celibate? I've never heard of that, but I've heard of taboos that were strict on dating. Like I've heard of taboos of people, you know, you can't step outside of your marriage, you can't lie to your partner, you can't deceive your partner. It's a taboo for some people. Some people can't have sex outside of marriage. It's like a lot of things that can be taboo with relationship. You know, there's other people, you can't steal somebody's girl. Like you can't take somebody's girl from them. So it is taboos that can be around that type of stuff for sure. Cardio says, I'm scared to find my taboos out. LOL, no cap. You should be eager to find your taboos out. You should be eager because it'll save your life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alakisa, I appreciate you. Much love. Yeah, you know, I'm online again. Yeah, your taboos, man, look, man. Some of y'all can't be Mr. Steal Your Girl. It could be a taboo. But now the next person, if I might not say nothing about them taking everybody's girl. They out here, you feel me? Ain't they taboo? So hold up. Yeah, taboos are for your own good. It's not a punishment. It's for your own good. Right. Everybody's not governed by the same laws in that sense of restriction and taboo. Who else? Oh, I appreciate you, G Collins. See, G Collins, she got a wrench from way back. She got a wrench from way back. Where was your antennas when these trolls was in here trying to get at me? G came in here with the wrench. Well, we had some trolls. Where were your antennas when they was in here trying to troll Brujo? You heard? But nah, good to have you back. Good to have you back in the mix. Yeah, Wasabi, you should be scared to not find them out. You should be scared to not find them out. Yeah, Sergio, many times a taboo could be something that you enjoy, but it could be something that could, have you unalived in the world. Yeah, Vane, definitely you're gonna have to watch this replay. Cause we an hour in on a lot. I know, G. I didn't publicize the live. I just went live on y'all and popped up. Usually I'll schedule it. But I just popped up on you. Real talk. Freddie J, some Orishas don't go on people's heads. But that's like another conversation. I appreciate you, Nikki. Yeah, I'm back in effect. So anybody who missed content from Nigeria, it's all over my page. It's all over my YouTube. If you go on my Facebook, it's even more content. And Kosi says, do taboos reflect your head Orisha? Yes, they can. Depending if you initiate into that Orisha. So when you initiate into Itefa, that is when you initiate into Itefa, right? I'll put it like this. Orunmila is going to show you a bunch of taboos. But when you initiate to Orisha, you're going to get taboos that are based around that Orisha for the most part. But even within that, it can be nuances. You know what I'm saying? Because some things that can be viewed as taboo for that Orisha may not apply to a certain person. That's why there's a whole ceremony for taboos. There's a whole ceremony for it. Shanice says, "How do you find a mambo for proper guidance?" I'm not into Haitian voodoo, so I couldn't help you on that side with a mambo. I know Haitian voodoo is tricky to navigate. It's a tricky thing. I don't get into their politics. They got a lot going on. I let them deal with their politics. But yeah, taboos are something. Taboos can be looked at as spiritual allergies. That's essentially what a taboo is. So you have physical allergies, and then you have spiritual allergies. You see, some person could love to eat crab legs, but the next person can be allergic to crab legs. And if they eat the crab leg, it automatically creates a negative reaction inside of their body. With some of us, with spirit, it's the same thing. Some things when you do that thing, or you ingest that thing, or you wear that thing on your body, it's going to trigger a negative effect in your life. Taboos are spiritual allergies. Essentially, that's what it is. And this is why you can't just pray it away. Because can you just pray away if you're allergic to shrimp and there was shrimp in the food? Can you just pray it away if you're allergic to peanuts and somebody got peanuts in your food? No, you cannot. No, you cannot. If a bee stings you and you're allergic to bee stings, can you just pray it away? No, you still gonna have to, you feel me, and get right. That's like taboos. It create a reaction. Pow! You break the taboo, it start to create a reaction right into your life. For sure. That's real. That's how taboos work. G said, I watched the videos from Nigeria and said King Brujo is a real warrior. Yes, that's why Orunmila named me Adigun. Adigun means the one who's always ready for war. Adigun means the one who's always ready for war. That's what Orunmila named me. So, man, there's that. Yeah, you know, I gotta hit y'all with the analogy so you can understand. Taboos are spiritual allergies. Period. And if you break them, it's gonna be a reaction. Pop, quick. You know what I'm saying? Now, some taboos can play out over a longer time. You know, some taboos that are spoken of with your children, sometimes Ifa gives you protocols on how to deal with your children, and it will put taboos inside of it of how to deal with your children. And if you break those taboos, you will negatively affect your children over the years. It's real talk. So Iomide says, if I eat too much chocolate, red meat, and fried foods, my PMS acts up. Yeah. See, some things you can't help. That's what people don't realize about taboo. Taboo is a spirituality. When you violate it, it reacts. Now you got to try to work it out with Eshu. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother thing. I don't want to get into that. Let me see. So Dig says, yo, brother, if I'm not fully initiated, but Lukumi told me who my Ori is it disrespect to join Isese to be closer to my roots, though? I'm black, and there is a village where my family is from South Carolina. If you're going to go into Isese, you just do it from Nigeria. But it's not a disrespect, because as long as they went through the proper protocol to find out who your head Orisha is, that's going to be your same head Orisha anywhere that you go. You know what I'm saying? That's if Orunmila said it, it's that. But nah, that's my lineage is technically Lukumi. That's the lineage of my great grandmother. But I ended up in Isese. It's not a disrespect. You're gonna go where your destiny take you. Okay. So Ori Ola, I'm gonna get to your question. Yeah. Okay. So Ori Ola says, any advice for raising a Omo or Ya Eshu? Cause woo, he's been giving me a run for my money. All right. So first, you got to realize that that's a child that is not going to understand boundaries. I'm not going to say they're not going to respect the boundary, but those are two Orishas that do what they want to do. anywhere that you go in the world, there's air in it. You can breathe, right? So guess what? Oya is everywhere you can breathe. Oya is going to be there. Eshu is another one. Like Eshu is in everything. Everywhere you go. So these are two Orishas that boundaries is just, they're going to do what they want to do. So you have to constantly be working on them with character. You know what I'm saying? You have to enforce patience because those are also two very hot Orishas. Right. See, Orisa, Ola says, and he does exactly what he wants regardless of the consequence. Right. Because that's somebody who is Omo Oya, Omo Eshu. Those are two Orishas where boundaries is what? Where is there not oxygen? Where is there not air? Where are we not breathing? Where is there no darkness? Where are there no shadows? Where are there not, you know what I'm saying? Decisions that have to be made. Eshu is everywhere. Oya is everywhere. Oya gonna do what Oya want to do. So you have to enforce patience and drill home patience because that's also can be a hot-headed person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too hot. Oya, Eshu, hot and hot. Pupa. So you have to realize that patience is what you have to instill in them because the patience will bring about wisdom. So as the child grows, the child will grow with wisdom because of having patience. Patience is the father of good character. Patience is the father of Iwa Pele, is patience. So that's a big thing that you have to instill in them is to be patient and have delayed gratification. You know, having delayed gratification, things like that. Eshu and Oya, you have to be careful that they don't become too hungry for power. You see what I'm saying? They have to understand protocol of they can't always have their way. They can't always get what they want in life. You know what I'm saying? So that those are like important things. They got to realize that the world don't revolve around what they want when they want it. And teach them with that patience, they will have all that they want if they can wait it out. Ross says, am I familiar with a Khan spirituality? Yeah. I actually have I know some people down here in Atlanta who are into a Khan spirituality. Now, I don't know the depths of it, but I've had conversations with them and, chop it up. But once again, I'm not deep into their tradition, so I don't speak on it. But it's dope. It's definitely dope. But yeah, you gotta realize when you're raising children of certain Orishas, you gotta look at the flip sides of them. You gotta look at the flip sides of the Orisha so that you can properly guide the child. You can't just look at the good side and be like, oh, well, it's Eshu, so he's gonna be smart. You gotta look at the other side and it's like Eshu, he ain't gonna respect boundaries and rules. He gonna struggle with authority. That's when you start implementing stuff in their life. You dig? For sure. That's what it is. That's how you gotta do it. But yeah, all of that is important. But it's dope, y'all. Y'all heavy in here on YouTube. Y'all definitely gotta hit the like button, push it through the algorithm. Oh, right. That's why good that you got into the culture early. See, because all that little stuff I'm saying, it means a whole lot. All that little stuff. You gotta think. When you look at Orishas as it pertains to an individual, you have to look at the flip side of the Orisha. You can't just look at the positive when you're raising a child. You know, real talk. If you know, and see, this is the thing, and that's how Ifa helps you to just keep it real with life, right? So let's run an example. We talking about raising children that are children of certain Orishas. You need to know the flips, dual sides to the Orisha when it's manifesting in a person. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. You have to know the negative traits that can manifest in a person or the traits that can easily get out of balance. That way, when a child goes into the world, you were already able to prepare the child for what they would face in the world so that the child doesn't get into compromising positions. You see? And it allows you to honestly raise the child where you're not delusional about what your kid does. You know, like if you know your child was born a child of Ogun and they went upside somebody's head at school and they say, no, I didn't do it. Come on, man. Like, you child of Ogun. So I know it's not outside of your body to do what the teacher and administrators is telling me that you did. So now what you're going to do is you're going to learn another lesson of Ogun, which is don't lie. And we're going to start that early so that you can grow up being truthful so that you never incur the wrath of Oshun, of Ogun in your life as an adult. That's, Billboard Benny says, do you believe it's possible to somewhat know your taboos if you cut back on things by being aware of how life is going? Causes and effects of engaging in specific things, ingesting stuff. Yeah. You can have a clue of what don't work for you. I'm going to say like this. A person, okay, let's say this scenario. A person could have had an inclinations to not eat meat, right? Every time they eat meat, they notice like either they feel sick or something don't go right, whatever the case is. Very well, they could go through initiatory rites and find out that they shouldn't eat meat. Or if I could give them taboos around meat where maybe it doesn't fully take away meat, but it makes it very difficult to be sure of the meat that you're eating. That happens. That happens. You know, that happens. So Janzi says, what do you do if Babalawus conflict on your taboos? What do you mean by that? Because if a Babalawu knows your taboo and they're trying to compromise it in some way, that's not somebody you should be dealing with. Yeah, I appreciate you, Jules. Tu sabe, I'm back. Yeah. So all of these things play a part. Yeah, you can have a clue. You can have a clue. Especially dealing with, taboos and things. You just notice things don't go right when I eat this food. Things don't go right when there's this little voice that's telling me to cuss somebody out. You're going to have to stop listening to that little voice. Why do we got to wait for Ifa to tell you to stop cussing people out? You already know not to cuss people out because every time you cuss people out, it don't go in your way. You feel me? I'm just telling you. It's like and I tell people this, some things you don't have to ask Ifa when there's common sense. This is when the Babalawu will tell you, consult your Ori before you consult Ifa. Consult your Ori first so that you understand why you're even coming to Orunmila to get an answer. to solve a problem. Because the issue is when you don't consult your Ori first and you're just looking for a quick fix, what tends to happen is after sacrifice is made, you don't follow the character recommendations that Ifa suggested. So now things temporarily get better, but then guess what happens? You end up falling into the same behaviors that led you to have the problem in the first place. And now you got to come back to the Babalawu to fix a new case that is done by an old behavior. Consult your Ori before you consult Ifa. Know why you coming to Ifa to consult. Aboya Aboshishe Baba. Yeah, I got the chief himself on here. Chief be up at any time, man. Chief Adiwole. Chief be up at any time. This is a hard-working Babalawu. And Nigeria is 5 hours ahead. I'm telling you. But yeah, man. Cardio pressure. Real talk 100. You have to consult your own Ori before you consult Ifa. Even Chief will tell you that right now. So, all right. So Janzi says, the one Baba said, for example, you can't be up late. The other said you can be up late, but you have to keep a light on. What you need to do is you yourself dive into the Odu that came out and use your discernment so that people don't be trying to send you through loopholes. You feel me? What does the Odu say? If they're speaking on the same Odu, what does the Odu say? And if you're not initiated, remember that most of those Odus that come out with Idafa, those taboos are temporary. They're not permanent taboo. And the Babalawu should tell you how long that's in effect. Now, some things that come with an Idafa can string out over time and become permanent when they're recommendations. But as far as taboos, those are temporary. But sometimes there's recommendations within that Idafa that is permanent. For instance, an Idafa can come out and say something like, you are an Omo Ilegbe, you're a child of Egbe. Okay, so that's permanent. Boom, you a child of Egbe for life. You did? For life. So yeah, that's real. Odu. So Freddie said your Odu is Badameji. That mean you gotta watch your character. You gotta watch your temper. You gotta watch people that can try to overthrow you. Yeah, see, some people have taboos and stuff like that where you should sleep with lights on, especially if you're a child of Egbe. You know, especially if you're a child of Egbe, you can have recommendations like that where it might not necessarily be a taboo, but it's a recommendation. So Dig says, anyone know of a great reputation in or near Charlotte? I don't really know about the scenes out here with Isese because I know you wanted to get into Isese. Isese, honestly, to me, is best when it's tied to something in Nigeria. It's too easy to finesse Isese in America. That's why I tell you that. It's too easy to finesse it in America. You know? So, yeah. Okay, so it's lit. But, yeah, man, those are things around taboo. Okay, so Janzi, I'm glad you understand. I'm glad you understand. You dig into You dig into the Odu, and then you work it out. You gonna know. Huh, you will know. So yeah, that's how it is. But damn, I've been kicking it with y'all for an hour, over an hour, almost an hour and a half. I just had to come on here and kick it with y'all one time because I ain't been on in a minute. So I'm glad y'all came through on YouTube. Let me know I'm still in the algorithm, baby. You feel me? I've been gone for a while. I've been gone for a while, but I'm still in the algorithm. Like, you heard? Janji says, describe what happens with the child of Egbe. So Egbe, this is what I would say. Egbe is a long conversation. Like, honestly, in my class, I done did about 2 videos, an hour and a half, 2 hours a piece on Egbe, and still have not covered all the information on Egbe Orun. Still will have to do more classes to dig deeper into Egbe. Still got to bring other elders to bring their perspective of Egbe. So this is a big thing. But I will attempt to like give a summary that you can understand. So Egbe Orun are your heavenly mates. These are the people that you've traveled through lifetimes with. These are when you go to Orun, or what they would say heaven. These are this is your tribe. This is the people you link up with. Now, everybody has Egbe. Everybody has Egbe. But when you are having an obligation to Egbe for whatever promises that you may have made to them before coming back to Earth, you are now considered a child of Egbe, or what they call Omu Ilegbe, because you Egbe has a priority to you, and you have a priority to them. So now y'all binded. Now you consider their child. But everybody has Egbe. That's the best way I can put it for y'all. Precious, I'm happy you found this channel too. 1,000. Because now I'm finna get active. I'm finna get back active. See, cardio, yeah, Egbe is deep. You was in there. You was in them classes. Billboard Benny said, yeah, the class on Egbe was definitely informative. And I just only scratched the surface on it. Oriola, you gotta message me on Facebook. Message me and I'll put you in the system with it. I'll plug you in. I'm the plug. Et chufle. You heard? So that's what it is. No doubt. Dig said, come back more often, brother. I listen every time. No doubt, man. I'll make it a point to come on here more and speak about it. So Wasabi says, is Egbe the closest thing we can know to eternity outside of what we can learn about Oludumare? Not really, because you have Ori. Alafiani, Michael. But you have Ori. But what I will say is that, yes, in terms of like friendships or soul ties and things, Egbe is eternal. That's eternal. Every time you go back, you linking up. Sometimes they incarnate with you on Earth, and then you run into them and be like, damn, I know this person from somewhere. That is your Egbe. Yeah, Egbe here on Earth. You dig? You like, sometimes you can run into people, you closer to those people than your siblings, but y'all not blood related. Egbe. Egbe. You see? You just happen to reincarnate. So now y'all linking up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'll be. When you link up with your Egbe on Earth, it be lit because you like, oh, you decided to reincarnate in this lifetime too? Oh, it's up. It's up. We gonna be lit. It's up. We done came down here together. You dig? So that's how it be when you run into your Egbe on Earth, your Egbe Aye, the ones who reincarnated here on Earth. Then you got your Egbe Orun, they still in heaven, but they around. Real talk. But yeah, Egbe is like that. It's a deep thing. It's a deep thing. Like Egbe, I don't know. I'll get more videos on Egbe if that's what y'all want. If you want me to speak on Egbe Orun more, I'll do it. Cause I'm coming back to serve the community. Y'all done seen I done have a free mentorship. Even though I'm not promoting it, it's people in the class. It's free. So Egbe is a lot. That's what I'm saying, Chief. Egbe is a lot. Like you can't cover Egbe in one video. You can't do it. How can you? And there's so many Egbe. Not just classes of groups of Egbe, but Egbe is endless. It's souls, lifetimes. Some are here, some aren't here, some never came to Earth, some just stayed, you know what I mean? Real talk. What's good, Woody? Benny. Yeah, Chief. Like, it's so deep. So, Oriola, I mean, that's not uncommon for that situation you're talking about, for that type of child to be tied into Egbe. But yeah. It is what it is, y'all. If y'all want me to make more little videos on it, I can cover small certain concepts of Egbe. Boom. But yeah, it gets real. But I'm happy to be back though, for sure. It's definitely up. Yeah, Cardio said a lot of big changes since the last Egbe feast. A lot of paranormal activity and revelations, for sure. You already know when I put it down. Cardio was in on a feeding that we did with Egbe. So he already know how that move. You know how that move. I stamp it. Lady B says, first time catching alive. Welcome back home. Was following your journey. Amazing. I'm glad I was able to inspire. So now I can get, active on the information. Get active on the information. Put out content for y'all. I can start going live. Yeah, for sure. Let me see. Yeah, no doubt. Woody said making moves, bro. I was tapped in the videos when you was over there. A different vibe. Yeah, for sure. When you go into any country in the East, it's a different world. Like when you talk about Nigeria, it's a different world coming from the West. Like just everything feels different. Like everything feels different. But it's like that in the East period. Because when I was in Turkey, I felt like that too. Like, damn, I'm really like in another part of the world type time, It feels different. Now, the thing with Nigeria is it feels different but familiar at the same time. So as you get to talking to people, you get to mixing in with the community, it'll start to feel familiar to you. But the literal air that you breathe, the literal wind that blows, the sun that hits your skin, it feels different than the West. That's why I say it's like a different world when you go into West Africa. But it will feel familiar when you mix in with the people, especially if you are of African descent. If you Black American and you go to Africa, you're going to feel exactly what I'm talking about. Janzi said, is there a way to help more people know a legit initiation from a scam? That's the info needed. Your videos helped a lot of people, but knowing what's legit could be its own channel for real, for real. Look, how I do it, I do just like I did. I open up a free mentorship. All of them elders is tried and true. You can go research them and ask about them. You can see them in Ifa magazines. That's what it is. I can't really police the whole what everybody got going on. You dig? Because it's just so much. Like Orisa tradition has gotten so much popularity, you can't even keep track of everything that's going on. All I can do is just have my little space and make it available for the people who want to learn. That's what all I can do. So Cardio said, did it take a lot to get comfortable when you went over to Nigeria, like sleeping and food and stuff? Nah, not really. Initiation ain't comfortable, period. Initiation ain't comfortable, period. But as far as the foods, no, the food tastes good. So it ain't like it was so hard to get used to. It's hot, but there's a time when the heat cools down. You know, when the sun is not so high in the sky, it's bearable. Like it's not bad per se. But like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it be them is the hours where it be hot, you dig. It be hot. But around 5:30 start rolling around, it's not as hot. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, Orloni says, I'm trying to get me a terrace in Nigeria. Beautiful bungalows for almost 2 months of rent here is a year there. Yes, that's a fact. You can get very nice places to live in Nigeria. Let's say if you really wanted to live, let's say if you wanted to live in a place where it was like other people that got money. You feel me? Like let's say you wanted to live in a money spot in Nigeria. You might have paid 2,000-3,000 for the year. If you really wanted to be like bossed up, you might have paid 4 bands for the year. If you wanted to just live like in a way that wasn't so high up, like high class, but it still was good living, then you might have paid 600-700 for the year, 800 for the year. Yeah. So it's however you want to live, you can live it. But it's about making American dollars because they don't pay good. Like if you lived in Nigeria to work in Nigeria, you would struggle because the pay is not good. But if you had like American dollars and you lived there, yeah, you'll be up. You'll be litty. It's just about you. It's just about you paying attention to the places that you want to go and setting up your stream of income. Really. But it's not difficult. People do it. God bless you too. Sure. So yeah, it ain't nothing but a thing. So how you want to live your life? You come down here to Earth to Ile, and then you go back to Orun. How do you want to live down here? Where do you want to live down here? That's all choices. Eshu. Choices. Yeah. Oilonisha, you said it. Get remote work or start a business that gets USD revenue or UK revenue. Facts. Because UK currency is heavy too. What's good, Raven? Yeah, UK currency is heavy as well. Actually, the money I believe the euro is worth more than the USD right now. So there's that. There's that. You dig? But yeah, family. I mean, I feel good. This is my first live back. And y'all been showing love on YouTube. That's what's up. Cause I'm definitely gonna get back to doing lives. And y'all know me. I come on here and do the lives for the moon cycles, all type of stuff. Y'all know how I get down with that. Give y'all some compass to run with. Icy says the biggest brujo I know. You feel me? Big brujo. In Nigeria, they say King Brujo. It'd be lit. Nigeria is lit though. It's mad fun. I ain't gonna hold you. Nigeria is a fun place to be. It's a fun place. Like whatever you are into is lit. Like they got good sceneries and some. If you like that, you like the beach, they got that. You like the party, they definitely got that. You like the party, they definitely got that. So Ross says, I really appreciate your style of teaching. Thank you for opening up your mentorship to us. For sure. For sure. Yeah, Big Brujo Adigun, you know it. Ifa stamped it. Ab says, would I take on another wife? Well, I'm not thinking about taking another wife. I'm not thinking about taking another wife. You see these two hands? They're full. You see these two hands? Oh, they are full. Real talk. These two hands are full. Both of my wives are children of Oshun. So, these two hands are full. Benny. I used to crack it up in the chat. That party was looking lit. Oh, Oriloni said that party was looking lit. The Orisa gave his brother the ability to dance all of a sudden. Oh, God. I'll tell you, that's probably what my daddy said. My dad always trying to get on me talking about I can't dance. Talking about I got my rhythm from my mom. But I don't know. All of a sudden, after I initiated, I just knew how to dance. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if I know how to dance. But I know I'm on a video dancing. So, like, do I know how to dance? I'm confused. Billboard Betty said, if you get a third wife before I get one, I must have been punished somehow. Nah, you gotta make Ebo. That's what you need to do. You need to make Ebo. But like I said, these two hands is full, okay? So Cardio said when that Ebo hit, for sure when that Ebo hit, it go crazy. Yo, why y'all laughing? Y'all is crazy on YouTube, boy. Y'all are crazy on YouTube. Yeah, I'm glad y'all feel the energy. Yo, what's good, Hitman? I love you, bro. Bro, we got talk, man. We got a link, brother. You feel me? I see you out here making moves. That's my good brother. That's a day one. That's a day one in the chat. Like real day one. Like real day one. Solid. Natasha said, "Cause yes, your hands are full. Yes, they are. They're very full. Honey runneth over." It said 3 is a crowd. Wasabi says, when you make Ebo, does it always go to Eshu? Typically, they leave Ebo onto Eshu, but sometimes I don't want to get into that science. I don't want to get into that. Sometimes they give it to something else. Yeah, no doubt, bro. We'll figure it out. You know, I done been around the world and back. I done been around the world and back. But yeah, some questions, y'all just gotta get into mentorship, man. They'll break it down. So Janji said, what's a big difference you feel with the Orishas settled into your being? Like, do you actually feel different physically or maybe mentally? Yeah. Like, I can tell you right now, it feels very different with the Orishas in me. Even like my wives will say, sometimes I look different because how the Orishas move inside of you, like sometimes it can just be physically like they can see Eshu. You know what I'm saying? Like they can see Eshu. Yeah. Oh, Vanna, that's a question. Inbox me. DM that question to me. But that's one I can't really answer on a live like this. So DM me the question, I'll answer it. But yeah, the Orishas, when they settle inside of you, yeah, you feel different. I feel calmer because of Oshun. I actually had to initiate Oshun, and that was I had to do Oshun because of the stuff I was doing with Eshu, and a lot of politics with my spiritual makeup that I needed Oshun. You understand me? So Oshun, I feel calmer because of Oshun. I feel more patient with things because of Oshun. You know, Eshu is still there. So with Eshu in me, at first, when Eshu first was put inside of me, it was a little like he had to settle. So it was like a little chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Like my mood would swing a little bit. I would get irritated from little stuff, easily irritated, irritable. Like Eshu had to settle inside of me. To now, it's like how I can handle things on this live. You know what I'm saying? Like goofy people can come on a live and I could just wisecrack with them and get and banish them, just laughing about it. It's funny, you know. But when Eshu was first in me, nah, like it was hot. Like my body was hot. You know what I'm saying? Like it was hot. Oshun is who came, calmed it down. So now it's balanced. Like it's all good. It's balanced. My decision making be more on point. Like a lot of stuff be like I can feel Eshu. You know what I mean? How I plan, how I go about my day, my schedule, how I put things in motion. So many things. So Oriloni share. But yeah, Janzi, that's just things like yeah, physically for sure, I feel different. Mentally, I feel different. Everything I feel different. Orilonisha says, I'm interested to see what happens with Itefa because I'm very irritable and hot-headed. Then you gonna cool down. When you do Itefa, there's another calmness that comes over you because of a lot of things, but also remember you're making an ebo that's a life ebo. It's not an idafa, just an idafa ebo. So you're appeasing a lifetime odu. Is gonna affect you in a way that you never felt from an idafa. And then there's other things that happen in that initiation that kind of cool you down. You know. But yeah, Janzi, it's crazy. Sometimes, you know, my wives can see Eshu. Sometimes they can see Oshun or they can feel Oshun. You know, my love is different. Oshun, it just she comes out of me like my love. You know what I'm saying? Like a hug or an embrace. It feels different because it's the love of Oshun spilling out. You know, like it gets deep with Orishas, man, and what that is with initiations and putting Orishas in a person. And this is why you do ballet in front of the priest because you paying respect to the Orisha inside of them, you know. But for sure, that's why that is. Yeah, I see. It's raw power. That's another thing. It's real raw power. Right, and that's another thing. Like when I can feel Eshu be having me on one. Not on one in a destructive way, but like I can feel I know my worth. You know what I mean? Like Eshu, like I know what I'm worth. I negotiate this, I negotiate that. I can put this plan in motion, follow through with it. Like it's Eshu. You know what I'm saying? What is Eshu? The the commander in chief. It's real raw power. So that's the thing. But you know, those are just like little ways. Well, not so little. They're not little ways. It's big ways. But those are ways that you feel change. Like I said, it depends on the orishas that get put in you. That's my personal experience. But you know, everybody's different because other people initiate to different orishas. But that's just mine. I feel very connected with Eshu. It changed the way the world interacts with you. Like nature itself interacts with you differently. You know, weird interactions with dogs, things like that associated with Eshu. Weird interactions with like rodents, rats, things associated with Eshu. Yeah. So it's like that, you know what I'm saying? Messages that come through people, Eshu coming through people. It's a lot, man. I had to adjust. I had to adjust because you sharing your body with such a divine energy. You sharing your body. Or not just say sharing your body, but you're putting an addition into your body moving forward in your life. So there's another addition inside of you that's alive. And this is why taboos also become important when you initiate to an Orisha so much, because, okay, let's say like this. Say that you initiated to Oshun. They give you these taboos that come with Oshun. If you violate those taboos, who are you irritating? You're literally irritating Oshun that was put inside of you during initiation. That's a much more severe reaction. You see? Because now you're irritating the living Orisha inside of you through initiation by breaking that taboo. The reason that taboo came with that initiation to Oshun is because Oshun didn't want to come in contact with that stimuli during her merger with you. So you got to respect it. See? Miss Lenny says, happy to see you thrive. Salute. For sure. You feel me? Janzy, damn. Yeah, I mean, it's heavy. Y'all want me to do video on taboo? Because I'll drop it. I'll drop it on you. You want to do a video on taboo, we'll drop them. Y'all got to, like, I'll do this. So, yep. So, yeah, Icy says, so you got to worry about your personal taboo, Oshun taboos, and Eshu taboos now. Yeah. That's exactly what that means. That's exactly what that means. Yeah. DIG said, bro, do a video on everything. I can't do a video on everything, but I can do a video on a lot. You heard? I can do a video on a lot. Real talk. But yeah, man, like the more Orishas and stuff, you have to the more Orishas, you have to be respectful because they come with taboos. So she said, Wasabi Mommy says, are the Orisha taboos the same for everyone that crowned a specific Orisha? Some are and some aren't. You have to, they have to investigate it in the initiation because there's different paths of the Orisha. So it depends on the paths and things like that. Everything. Yeah, it's raw power and you cannot play with it. You cannot play with it. Right. It's y'all heavy in here, so hit the like button. Push this through the algorithm. Get the real into the algorithm. Yeah, Lenny, you gotta hit the replay. See more of the videos moving through. You gotta hit the replay because there's a lot that got covered in here. It's a lot that got covered. But yeah, taboo. I see y'all be wanting to know about taboos. Cause y'all ass be acting like you don't know how to follow rules. But now y'all want to know about the rules. That's why you come talk to Eshu about the rules. You gotta talk to Eshu about the rules. Cause Eshu make them. If you scared in Ifa, the church is waiting for you. Just go there. If you scared in Ifa, the church is waiting for you. It awaits. Just go there. There's nothing wrong with church. A lot of people that go to church, they scared. That's why they ass in church. because they got the fear of God in them. They scared and shit, so they in church. It's okay to be in church. So if you scared of Orisa and spirits and all of that, you scared of Ifa, well, okay, there's a church. Everything is cool now. Problem solved. You ain't got to interact with it, nothing. Just go to church. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know what y'all want me to say, family. I'm saying go to church. Look, I'm going. I'm the first one. I'm the first one to tell somebody to go to church. I'll tell you straight up. Sometimes Orunmila tell you to go to church. So, I'll tell you to go to church. So somebody said, DIG27 said, what do the scratches mean on the faces of men in Isese? Do they equate to credentials? No, when you see scars on people's faces, that's tribal. Remember, I told y'all earlier in the live that not that Yoruba people are not a monolith. There's different types of Yoruba people. There's different subsets of Yoruba people, and they all have their own tribal marks. They all have their own marks that are specific to that group of Yorubas. And then you got to remember there's other tribes that are not Yoruba, like Igbos and stuff, and they have their own type of tribal markings and things of that nature. So when you see tribal marks, it's literally an identifier that just connects people to a certain tribe, so that when they see those scars, they recognize each other on sight of who's who and where you from. That's all that's about. So it don't equate to like if somebody's credentialed or not credentialed. It's people that are Christian, they got scars on their face. It's people Muslim, they got scars on their face. They don't do nothing with Ifa. It's just literally a cultural thing that's an identifier, So that's what that means. But yeah, family, I've been on here for about 2 hours. So just know I'll be on live again. I'll be on live again soon. Janzi, you probably need to jump into mentorship. All right. A lot of Egbe questions that you asking, I talked about them. But basically, I just came to chop it up with y'all, man. So y'all can see I'm alive and well. You know what I mean? Came on the live for y'all. I still got content from Nigeria that I might occasionally put out, but I want to focus on putting teachings out, putting education out on the tradition from a Ishese point of view, because you don't really hear a lot of these Ishese people may not speak English or things like that. It could be language barriers. So it's important that we have a voice too to speak on how things are done, so y'all understand. Real talk. Well, Janzi, I got a lot of videos even prior from the tradition. So if you want to learn more, like I got videos that break down a lot of stuff in Ifa. Yeah. Oh, I appreciate you, Van. Van says you drop a ton of knowledge. You are appreciated. I appreciate you too. 100. 100, y'all. So I'm going to catch y'all on the next one, y'all. Or Dabo, I'm going to catch everybody in here on the next live. This one I didn't schedule. So it's dope that y'all all hopped on and kicked it with me, even though I didn't schedule it. But next time, I'll schedule it so that y'all can be on point ahead of time. Catch me on it. For sure. Yeah, you already know I'm back. Big Brujo, I'm back. In effect. You feel me? Big Brujo. It's up. It's merged. But yeah, everybody have a good night. Or dabble to the family.